style. Did your friends just come and hang out to the bar?
Hello! Today I'm going to do a get ready with me, and I'm going to answer your question that I'm getting so many of, is why did I close my beachwear boutique, Beach to Boardwalk? So I'm just gonna get ready as we do a little chit chat. That mask that I just took off was Gin Amber Beauty Sheet Mask. I absolutely love it. And right before that, I shaved my face with this Panasonic shaver. I love this one because it does not cut you at all and it doesn't irritate my skin. So I shave once a week just to get the little peach fuzz off, and it leaves just the perfect canvas for putting makeup on. And lately, I do use a lot of skincare devices, and I will do a full video on the devices that I use. But for products on my skin, that's all I've been using is a sheet mask and Gin Amber Beauty, this amazing rose spray. It's hydrating rose spray, and it smells so good. It hydrates my skin. I'm actually forcing my skin to produce its own oils instead of wearing a ridiculous amount of moisturizers. And I learned that if you kind of get through that stage of your skin starting to reproduce all of its own natural oils, that the dry skin will go away. And amazing. Like, I have no more dry skin. So I'm gonna just keep cranking along, and I will link all of these products that I'm using down in the description box in case you guys are interested what I'm using here. My skin is so pale right now. I'm using a completely different shade. I'm like mixing colors to try to blend it, but this seems to be working good. Okay, so Beach to Boardwalk. I started a beachwear boutique. I was super passionate about. I had been wanting to do it for basically my whole life. I had wanted to design my own clothes. I love to sew and refashion my own clothes. And that was my ultimate dream. And once I and I also wanted it to be like a sustainable brand, to be good for the earth. And so that's where I started. For like almost 2 years, I was doing research on and off to try to figure out the best way to go about it. And what I was finding is it was really hard to find the manufacturers that I wanted, that were sustainable, eco-friendly, and where I could do my own designs. And there's so much to it. I really don't want to get into it right now, but if you ever do your research on starting your own brand, or if you have started your own brand, especially a clothing brand, and you have no idea what you're doing, the information that you're going to come across is insane. So I just slowly was learning. And then it got to the point where I was like, okay, there's so many different avenues that I can go, and I couldn't find the manufacturers that I wanted to use. So then I decided, okay, it's not going to be a sustainable brand right now. I will sell sustainable items. And that's what I ended up doing, is having like a sustainable section on my website. And the problem was they weren't my own designs. And that's where my passion came in, is I wanted to create my own designs. And I was terrified to invest the money because I had already invested such a ridiculous amount of money into just getting the website up and running. I totally got screwed over by web designers and lost a lot of money. And if you guys are looking for a great web designer, by the way, I finally found one that I can let you know. If you're interested, just pop a comment down there and I will leave her name. She's the one who ended up fixing my website, and I totally trust her. So what I ended up doing is just going for it. And I thought, I'm just going to start the website. I'm going to learn all about the products. And what I ended up doing is a drop shipping company where I would spend hours a day searching and shopping through different manufacturers to find the products, and then I had to put them in my website. I had to decide which products I was going to purchase and then model or have other models do that. If you think about like the time that it takes to do all of this, and I was trying to do it all myself, that is the first thing, is like, there's no way that I was going to be able to do this myself. But then again, to get someone who is trustworthy and going to be worth your money hiring people is, you're gonna pay for it. And it's scary. It's really scary to invest that much money when it's something so new. So I did learn a lot. That's one thing that I can say, is I learned so much and I don't regret it for a second. I learned so much about websites and just the whole marketing. That's another thing, is the amount of time, like, you have to market every single day. You can't just slack at only once in a while putting out Facebook posts or YouTube posts or Instagram. You have to be so consistent, or you're not going to make any sales. You're not going to go anywhere. And it honestly didn't even matter that I had a following, and because if I'm not promoting it, nobody really knows about it. And honestly, I got to the point where I didn't feel proud of the clothes that I was selling. Some of them I loved, I still have in my closet. But I felt like I didn't have control. I didn't have control of how I wanted to run my business. I didn't have control of the shipping time, because it was drop shipping. When it got delivered, or if there was a delay, or when it got shipped out, I had no control over that. And that was so hard, because I would get emails every now and then, where's my order? And I had wished that I was able to send it out sooner, but I had no control. I also could not sell outside of the US. I did try doing it, which was ridiculous for a while, but it didn't work out. Again, I ended up losing so much money. I would have the product shipped to me, and then I would go and ship them out to you. If any of you ordered from me from like Canada, oh my gosh, that was horrible. Like customs, it ended up costing me more money to get you the products. So I was just trying to keep up with it. I really was passionate about it, but I was losing the passion, because it wasn't the products that I wanted to sell. It wasn't my own designs that I have in my brain, or that I have like created by refashioning clothes with a sewing machine, or like something I've already bought. So then I started going through a really hard time in my life. My relationship was falling apart. I did post about that, and I went into a really deep depression and had so much anxiety, and I couldn't function for a long time. So that definitely had something to do with it. Not to mention that I was watching my business bank account go down and down and down and down, and I wasn't making enough sales to make up for that or to make a profit. So I decided, plus, like, say, I think it was like $3,000 just to keep my Shopify website running. It's still there right now, but it's turned off. So if you go to beach2boardwalk.com, it's going to say like website is being worked on or whatever. It's still there. It's a beautiful design. Like, I love the website. If I ever decide to start my own brand, that's the only way that I'm going to open up a boutique again. And it's not going to be a boutique then, it's going to be just like my own brand with my own designs that I created. And maybe someday. And I feel like I just realized it's not the direction I want to go in right now. It's not, I don't feel passionate about it anymore. What I'm passionate about right now is my healing. I've been going through a lot of health issues. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos on what I found out it was and how I have healed and got my energy back. I feel like a new woman. You probably will see that video before this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you will see the video about what happened and how I healed myself before this one. So go to my channel and check that out and you'll see it, the video right before this one. Another thing I realized is, like, I was concerned about really growing my business. I was like really passionate about that. I'm like, I am going to like grow my business into this huge empire, which if I had kept pushing the way that I was, I could have done that. I know I could have. But another thing that happened is that's all I was doing, is just working. And I was taking no time for anything else. I was just throwing myself into work, and that is, some people, that's their path at the time or forever, is to build an empire and to work your butt off and not stop. But I kind of have a problem with like being a workaholic, where I will just keep working and until like I can't even see anymore. And ever since I came back to Connecticut, I realized that is not my path anymore. Not right now anyway. My path is healing, mind, body, spirit. My path is sharing with all of you how I'm doing that and things I've learned, and however I can help you guys, like that just fills my soul. And I'm being vulnerable about a lot of things in my life because I've suffered a lot. I've suffered a lot emotionally. I've suffered a lot physically. I've suffered a lot spiritually. And that to me is what I want to focus on for the rest of my life, is healing mind, body, spirit. Because that's what life is all about. Like, if you don't focus on that, healing really your spirit first, nothing else is going to fall into place. And I already know that the money will come. Like my business bank account got almost drained through this whole Beach to Boardwalk, trying to build that on top of Beauty 101 by Lisa. Like, I'm not even going to go into the dollars, but it was ridiculous. It's okay though. Like, I'm not sorry I did it. I feel like it was almost like an investment in learning so many things, and there's no amount of money that I would not have paid to get all of the lessons, the soul lessons through the whole process. Like that it just like, I know the old saying is everything happens for a reason. It really does, you guys. Like anything that happens in your life is trying to tell you something. Don't fight it, listen to it. Also, I was starting to get a lot of anxiety when I was working on Beach to Boardwalk, which I didn't feel in the beginning. I was just literally into a workaholic zone and I didn't stop. Like it was not healthy. But then I started getting anxiety. Like I would wake up in the morning and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I have to shop for the website and I have to put everything on there and then I have to like organize it on the website. I was just getting like so overwhelmed and it wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't good for me anymore. So I just put everything on hold. Like I said, it's still there, maybe someday, but I feel like it was so important to tell you guys what I learned through this whole process. And don't give up on your dreams. It's okay to try something that fails. I don't feel like a failure at all. Like I feel brave for trying it. I feel brave for doing what I did. I'm so happy. Like I said, the lessons I learned, incredible. Like there's no other way I could have learned those lessons any other way than going through it. Like things falling apart and failing and not working, it's your best teacher. And it actually gave me more confidence that I can do anything that I want to do. I feel like that's my gauge now of what I'm doing in my life, no matter what I'm doing. How do I feel? Do I feel anxious? Do I feel at peace? Do I feel happy? And I am literally, if I don't feel good about something, if it's giving me anxiety or making me feel not good, I don't do it. And that's okay. And I'm not used to that. I always used to just kind of go along with what everyone else says and thinks, and no more, you guys. Like, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Your intuition and the way that you feel will tell you if that is right for you. It's like the most perfect guide to what to do next in your life, like what people to spend time with, what job is right for you, anything like food, exercise, religion, like anything that brings you peace, it's right for you. It doesn't matter what anybody else says, what anybody else believes. We have to go within. We have to just center, quiet ourselves. I have been walking in nature so much lately, and it's helped me so much really become connected with my inner self, and the guidance that it's given me is incredible. It's like I always felt like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do next. And now I do. I have no doubt. Like I immediately know, is this right for me? Is this what I'm supposed to do? And all I have to do is be in tuned with how I feel within. If I'm calm, if I'm happy, if it feels right, then yes, that's what I need to do. And if it's not, I don't do it. things that I always used to push myself to do before, will not do it now if it doesn't make me feel good. And I'm not saying not to take risks. I'm not saying not to push yourself, but it's a different feeling when you're trying to figure out how to find complete peace and happiness within, and you have no idea how to do that. You don't even need to think about it. You just feel. You can just feel it. I just want to stop and show you the eyeshadow palette I'm using. This is Alter Ego Daydream. It has the most gorgeous colors, and I just used this purple and I mixed them, and then this is what I dabbed on the inner part of my eye. I've always had this feeling. Hang on, I'm gonna put my lip liner on because I can't do it and talk at the same time. Sorry guys, my camera shut off, or I didn't turn it back on. I just put on this Softbox by Runway Rogue, the lip liner, also Runway Rogue. This is the color Trendsetter lip liner, and I use this no matter what color liner I'm using because it is so close to my natural lip color. I absolutely love their products. They have color stays, they have glosses like this one. This is the Bride in Show gloss. It's just a beautiful, yummy, hydrating pink. And then I put a dab of this Softbox color right in the center. Oh, they're just beautiful colors. I love the smell. I love the consistency of them. Their colors are gorgeous. They are cruelty-free, and I will link that below as well. So I hope this answered your questions about what happened to Beach to Boardwalk and why it's not up and running anymore. I really, as you can see from what I told you, there's no real concrete reason why I shut it down, other than I really didn't feel passionate about it anymore, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. It was causing me anxiety. I feel like most of us have the same question once in a while, like, what are we here for? Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? The bottom line is, just be kind. Just be loving and kind and do what brings you peace. Don't follow what other people say you should do. Don't live your life based on society's standards or what anyone tells you to do. Do what feels right for you, and you will find happiness. You will find your passion. Like, this is my passion. Exactly what I'm doing right here is sharing what I've learned with you guys. So if I can help any of you get through hard times like I have been through, that just means so much, and it fills me up that I'm helping you guys. And I love hearing from you guys when you put comments or send me DMs or emails. It just fills my heart that in some way I'm helping you guys. So if you don't know what your path is, just share kindness and love with other people. That's it. Like, go out to the grocery store or go for a walk, and every single person you see, and I do this, if anyone has ever seen me out walking or in a public place, every single person that walks by me, I shine these pearly whites and I'm like, hi. Every single person. The reason I started doing that is because someone did that to me once, and I was like, it made me smile, right? I said hi back. It made me smile, and I was like, do I know that person? Like, I definitely don't know that person. And so it was kind of like, it made me feel so good that I wanted to kind of pay it forward. I wanted to share that, like, happiness and make someone smile, make their day. That will fill you up and make you feel like, now I am on the right path. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever started a business or a project or anything like that, and you realize that it wasn't for you and you have no guilt about it, you have no shame. That tell me, or even if you do, tell me what happened, because initially I was like, oh man, I'm a failure, like I couldn't make this work. But that was like literally a split second thought in my head, and I'm like, no, Lisa, no, you are a trooper. Like, you learned so much, you freaking went for it. I don't care if I lost money, I don't care if I lost time, I don't care. Like, I learned so much. So let me know down in the comments any experiences that you guys have had or that you're going through, and we can all help, like, give advice, lift each other up. I love you guys so much, and I feel like I'm finally back. Again, I'm going to post a video explaining what was going on with my health, where I literally could not even think to post a video. I couldn't even complete a full sentence. That's like what a mess my physical health was. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.